Oh, there's a goal!
Oh, at least I thought he was gonna until he blew it.
How's it going, everybody? It's C-RadTV, and welcome to the September 2019 edition of Detroit Tigers Monthly. Of course, the season finale for 2019, the final Tigers Monthly episode of the season, as another Tigers MLB season has thankfully hit the books. Thank God. So, of course, the Tigers, their final month of the season, we're going to go through this month, see how the Tigers did in their tank job, as another rough season of rebuilding is in the books. So yeah, let's go ahead and see how the Tigers did. So in the month of September, the Tigers went 7-21. They finished the year 47-114, fifth in the AL Central. They won no series in September, but they did split a series with the Ravens. I mean, not the Ravens, the Orioles. What the fuck kind of sport was I talking about there? They split with Baltimore. We'll go with that. There we go. That's better. They finished 2-8 in their last 10 games. They finished the year on a one-game losing streak. In September, the Tigers scored 97 runs, averaging 3.5 runs a game. One of the worst offenses in baseball. Runs against the defense gave up 169 runs, averaging around 6.0 runs a game. So yeah, that's really terrible. I mean, obvious signs of a tank job are obvious. But where did this tanking lead the Tigers? It left them with one thing. The Tigers have officially won the 2019 MLB Tank Bowl. They are the 2019 MLB Tank Bowl champions, which means in the 2020 MLB draft, the Tigers will once again hold the first overall pick. The second time in 3 years the Tigers draft first overall. So Tigers, please step forth and pick up a young, sexy young player of your choosing. And of course, you know what? The Tigers, they were justifiably the worst team in baseball. This team was absolute ass. Like, when you get swept 17 times in 1 year, there is a problem. When your offense is consistently one of the worst in the league, there is a problem. When your team struggles at learning baseball fundamentals, there is a double problem. But yeah, we'll talk more about that at the end of the video. Let's go ahead and get to the player stats. So in terms of player stats, Grayson Greener. He had 6 runs, 6 RBIs and a home run in September and a batting average of .240. John Hicks had 2 runs, 8 RBIs, 2 home runs, a batting average of .181. Jake Rogers had a little bit more, and has got a little smaller sample size. Only 2 runs and a batting average of .128. We're going to need to see more out of him. Gordon Beckham had 5 runs, an RBI, and a home run, and a batting average of .150. Miguel Cabrera had 7 runs, 9 RBIs, and 3 home runs, and a batting average of .283. Jeimer Candelario had an okay month. 7 runs, 8 RBIs, a home run, and a batting average of .234. Harold Castro, he had 8 runs, 7 RBIs, a home run, and a batting average of .315. Looks like .315. Hold on, let me get the calculator out and find out where is it. Alright, sorry about that. I had to double check real quick. Yeah, it is a .315. That was just the way I wrote it. It looked like a 2. But yeah, it's a .315 batting average for Harold Castro in September. Willie Castro had 7 runs, 6 RBIs, a home run, a batting average of .211. Travis Demeritte had 11 runs, 3 RBIs, a home run, and a batting average of .197. Not terrible, but he could have done better. Brandon Dixon had 6 runs, 7 RBIs, a home run, batting average of .250. Nico Goodrum only had 1 run and a batting average of .333. Because this month, Nico Goodrum was struck down by the baseball gods with a groin injury that ended his season. The baseball gods still show no mercy. Man, you thought that shit only extended in football. No, it extends across all sports. They all make deals because all the sports gods are cruel bastards. But Joel Lugo, he was the best Tigers player this month. He had himself a month. 13 runs, 12 RBIs, 3 home runs, a batting average of .265. And when they moved him to third base, the defense got a little better. Maybe that will be a permanent move for 2020? We'll have to see. I mean, you can't do any worse than last year, right? Right? Jordy Mercer, he had 9 runs, 8 RBIs, 3 home runs, and a batting average of .296. Ronnie Rodriguez, he had 3 runs, 4 RBIs, a home run, and a batting average of .161. Victor Reyes also had a solid month too. 8 runs, 13 RBIs, 2 home runs, a batting average of .327. Kristen Stewart had 5 runs, 7 RBIs, 3 home runs, a batting average of .218. Jacoby Jones was also struck down in this month by the baseball gods too, as he was placed on the 60-day IL list with a wrist injury. And don't forget the injuries to the pitching staff too. Add those in, and the Tigers sadly did not win the Injury Bowl. They just fell short of that. I think the Tank Bowl is the only trophy we can gladly take. But Tigers now get another first overall pick. So yeah, this team's got a lot of improvement, but I'll get to that at the end of the video. Let's move on to the pitching. So in terms of Tigers pitching, let's get started on it. So we had Victor Alcantara. He pitched for 3.3 innings in September, had a 0-0 record, gave up 0 runs, 0 earned runs, had 2 strikeouts, and ERA of 0.0. Tyler Alexander, he pitched for 22.1 innings in September, had a record of 1-1, gave up 8 runs, 8 earned runs, had 20 strikeouts, and an ERA of 3.26. Matt Boyd, he pitched for 20.1 innings in September, had a 2-2 record, gave up 14 runs, 10 earned runs, had 19 strikeouts, and an ERA of 4.48. Jose Cisnero, he pitched for 7.8 innings in September, had a record of 0-1, gave up 8 runs, 6 earned runs, had 11 strikeouts, and an ERA of 6.92. Buck Farmer pitched for 11.6 innings in September, had a record of 1-1, gave up 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 9 strikeouts, and an ERA, had 9 strikeouts, there we go, and an ERA of 1.55. Edwin Jackson had a terrible month, 15.2 innings pitched in September, a record of 0-2, gave up 18 runs and 18 earned runs, had 13 strikeouts, and an ERA of 10.66. That is terrible. Definitely has got to improve next year. Joe Jimenez, he pitched for 9 innings in September, had a record of 1-0, gave up 1 run, 1 earned run, had 12 strikeouts, and an ERA of 1.0. He also had 5 saves, giving him 9 total saves on the season on short term when the Tigers traded Shane Green. So far, that's actually not too terrible for 2 months of him as a saver. Look forward to see more out of him as a permanent saver in the long term. But yeah, continuing on. David McKay, he pitched for 7.9 innings in September, had a record of 0-0, gave up 6 runs, 6 earned runs, had 17 strikeouts, and an ERA of 6.84. Daniel Norris, he pitched for 15 innings in September, had a record of 0-2, gave up 5 runs, 5 earned runs, had 14 strikeouts, and an ERA of 3.0. Nick Ramirez, he pitched for 10.7 innings in September, had a record of 0-0, gave up 4 runs, 3 earned runs, had 14 strikeouts, and an ERA of 2.52. Zach Reininger, he pitched for 8.2 innings in September, had a record of 0-3, a bit of a terrible month for him. Gave up 9 runs, 9 earned runs, had 9 strikeouts, and an ERA of 9.88. Ouch. John Schreiber, a Tigers prospect, he pitched for 8.3 innings in September, had a record of 2-0, Gave up 6 runs, 6 earned runs, had 17 strikeouts, an ERA of 6.51. Not bad. I would like to see more of him in the future, though, to get a better size. He has some potential and promise. Just development's going to be key for him to be successful. Gregory Soto, he pitched for 11.4 innings in September, had a record of 0-0. Gave up 7 runs, 7 earned runs, had 12 strikeouts and an ERA of 5.53. Daniel Stump, he pitched for only 2.3 innings in September, had a record of 1-1. Gave up 1 run, 1 earned run, had 3 strikeouts and an ERA of 3.91. And he was struck down by the baseball gods with an injury as he was placed on the 60-day IL with an elbow injury. Damn it. See? Told you baseball gods don't show no mercy. Don't question it. Spencer Turnbull, he pitched for 26.5 innings in September, had a record of 0-4, gave up 21 runs, 20 earned runs, had 34 strikeouts and an ERA of 6.79. Drew Verhagen, he pitched for 17.4 innings in September, had a record of 0-1, gave up 12 runs, 12 earned runs, had 15 strikeouts and an ERA of 6.21. And Jordan Zimmerman was the worst pitcher this month by almost a country mile. Pitched for 23.3 innings in September, had a record of 0-4. Gave up 27 runs, 25 earned runs, had 16 strikeouts, and an ERA of 9.66. God damn, that hurts. So yeah, pitching, there is potential for the pitching in the future, but, the prospects, guys gotta wait for the prospects and try and trust the process. But yeah, that does it for the pitching here. So yeah, that's gonna wrap it up here for the September edition of Detroit Tigers Monthly. And of course, the final episode of Detroit Tigers Monthly this season. The series will come back in the fall, in the spring. It'll be back in March 2019, of course. So, of course, now we just sit here and watch now the World Series and the MLB playoffs now from the couch, which sucks. Again. I'll be honest here. I think the Tigers need to get some offensive help. We need to get a hitter and a fielder. Because that defense was fucking terrible along with this offense. We need to get some runs. We need to get some offense. Gotta get some scoring. Because you can have as many solid pitchers as you want, but if you got no defense and offense, you're screwed. But yeah, we need to definitely get some offense. I'd say get another hitter. We got a lot of young pitchers in the pipeline. We really don't need another one. But yeah, that's just where I stand with it. For the 2020 MLB draft. In terms of other series coming up, I will be bringing back Red Wings and Pistons Monthly to take over for Tigers Monthly. So you'll still have those 3 series. You have those 2 series to look forward to. So yeah, I'll try and have I'll have some Tiger videos up in the off season, whenever I can. But Tigers content's gonna be massively scarce throughout the off season. But I'll have some content for sure. But in terms of the Tigers, the rebuild, it's sort of taking a turn for the worse. Because this was the year the Tigers needed to do something. Make improvements big time from last year. And they did the complete opposite. They did a 360 and went downhill. It's okay, Tigers. We might have to keep Villa for another couple years. But we can get a new manager. Time to get a new manager to get this thing back on track. Time to fire Gardenhire. You extended Gardenhire for another season? And you're bringing back the entire coaching staff too? Oh my god, Tigers. Did you not learn anything from this year? The only way you should have kept Gardenhire is if you made an improvement from last year. This makes no sense. Villa, I think Villa is a Matt Millen imposter. Congratulations, Tigers. You may have just fucked up your own tank. May have fucked up your own rebuild process. Oh, God. And congratulations, Tigers. You are now the new Detroit Lions. You are where the Lions were back in the 2000s. You are now officially the laughingstock of Detroit sports. Fuck me. You can't do any worse than 2019, right? Right? Oh, man. Here's hoping Casey Meese and Robbie Green turn out to be good, but yeah, that's all I gotta say. Hope everyone's a great day, and yeah, let's motor on into this. Yeah, let's just motor on into incompetence. But yeah, peace.
It's my quarterback.
Oh, there's a goal!